What's up, motherfoxers? We're back in the garage again today. Just a note. These next few videos are going to be me dyeing all of this interior in this car. I'm not going to do it all at once. One, I don't have the room. And two, I think it'll come out better if I'm focused on just a couple of pieces or one big piece at a time or whatever. I don't really have the money to get everything I need to do with this engine, so maybe after the holidays we can go ahead and take care of that. But I really would like to get the carpeting in, but unfortunately that's not going to happen, just simply because the seat brackets in this car suck. And when I bought these Halo seats for 80 bucks, that was a pretty good price, pretty good shape. The seat brackets on there, for some reason, I can't remember what it was, they wouldn't work, so I had to use the ones that were on the seats that were in the car. The driver's side one was froze. I mean, it wouldn't move. But with a lot of PB Blaster and oil, I was able to get it to work, and it slides just fine now. It's just rusty. I might be able to restore that one. The passenger side sucks. You only can get 3 bolts in it, and that's not safe. So I don't know what they did. They like relocated the 3rd or the 4th hole, which makes no sense whatsoever, because it doesn't match up with the hole in the car. So I don't know why they did that, man. And it looked like they probably welded a washer on for that hole, and it looks like they used a 12-volt battery. You can do that, by the way. So that is ruined, not to mention rusty as hell. And I'll put a picture up here of what they did. If you can see on the kind of right hand side where the washer, you can see where the washer is. Don't know why they did that. But I know somebody who might have one of those, so I might reach out to them to get one. And the other one I may paint up and be able to save, but I am not sticking rusty brackets on a brand new carpet. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and dye all the panels in the car and get them in there and get everything straight inside the car, since I can't really do anything in the engine bay with the engine and whatnot. Right now, I got this. We're going to go ahead and dye this center console, and I do have a cup holder that I'm going to put in here from LMR. This is the LMR one, not the other one that's got the charging stuff there. I don't like that one. I don't like the charging being back here by where you know your center console thing comes down. I don't like that. And the other thing I like about it, it has a ledge here where you can put that LED rope. Yeah. The other car has the blue ones. This is, I'm going to get the red. So far, I'm the only one that's done that. I haven't seen anybody else do that, and I got a video of that, and I'll put that up there so you can take a look at it. But what I did on my other car, black car, I put I don't really need charging. I just need one for my Apple CarPlay and to charge my phone. That's all I need. I don't need for anything else. But I drilled a hole here and put that plug there. Well, hindsight, that wasn't a good idea. Because this, you plug your cord in there and it's sticking up and your hands going back and forth, you're shifting and whatnot. Not a good idea. So I thought the better place to put the charger would be right there. Right there. This is a great spot for it. It's out of the way. You plug it in. Your phone's back here. That's no big deal. That's where I usually keep my phone, is in this tray. But if I wanted to put it on the windshield, good spot for it. Now, and this is what I'm going to dye today. I'm going to dye this, and I'm going to dye this. Now, LMR only sells, when they first started selling these, it was only gray, and you had to paint it. I think now they have black and gray, and obviously if you want to paint it red, you got to get the gray one. So the funny thing about this whole thing is, I stripped this. It used to be black. Somebody took Rust-Oleum or rattle can and sprayed all the interior, everything, right down to pulling the seat belts and spraying those black. And this was black, and there was runs all over it. So I did the same thing to this that I did a couple videos back. I showed you what I did to the cover of the glove box. This is broken, remember. I'm gonna get a new one. NPD has them. I think Trunkback Jim told me that. Yeah, I stripped this whole thing, and yeah, now you see black and stuff around there, but I wasn't worried about that because it's gonna be covered up. So I don't care. It's gonna be covered up, so it's no big deal. I just want it because it was a pain in the ass to do this, especially in these little corners and stuff. It sucked. So the funny thing about this whole thing is I pulled this down from upstairs in the attic, and I hadn't seen it in 6 months, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, holy crap, that thing is pretty clean. I guess I didn't realize I cleaned it that well. So, I mean, hats off to me, I guess. I did not think it was this great, you know. So this should be easy. The funny thing about this thing is this should be easier to cover and coat than this thing is going to be. Because I got to cover that gray up, so it's going to take me a little longer, or a few more coats to do this than it will to do this. Because this thing, I mean, I'm like, God dang, I really cleaned the crap out of this thing, man. Look at that. You know? I mean, it was all black. So, and when I say they painted everything, guys, they painted everything in here. The seats, everything. That's why I had to get new seats. And these are I bought these seats here for $80, these Halos. They just had that little thing over there in the driver's seat, obviously. But these are like, I think, Canyon Red. I believe these came out of a Capri, from what I can tell. I'm pretty sure. And when I say they painted everything, guys, look at this. They saturated the visors in this car. I mean, this is sandpaper. I could frickin' take paint off the frickin' body with this, man. That's bad. They did the door panels, everything, carpeting, and I got sun visors over there. MJI and the seat belts. MJI hooked me up with seat belts a while back. I told that on my other channel, but another shout out to MJI. Thanks for that, man. That's awesome. It's gonna work great. And but yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say they painted everything. They pulled the seat belts out and painted the seat. Who does stuff like that? I'm gonna take advantage of the winter dry weather here in Michigan. It's just dry as hell here in the wintertime. And in the summertime, it gets really humid. Like I said, this dye doesn't really do well in humidity. So I'd rather heat it up in here and spray this stuff and get some Dawn dish soap on there. Best grease remover there is besides Easy Off. But you can't use Easy Off other than on metal parts. Steel. You can't really use it on aluminum. Anyway,
Alright guys, there we go. There's the before.
well, there's the first coat done. So as you can see, that's gonna take a few, but this right here is starting to look good. But several more coats of this and we'll be looking pretty good. Coat number 2 is on. There's a little bit more in some areas, but it's getting there. There is the third coat. I went a little wet on it. I was being kind of gentle with the first 2, but really went after it in the third, and look at it, man. Coming out looking really good. Kind of stood it up straight there too. And here is the center console. So there's that. And my heat took a dump. Just ran out of gas, so no big deal. I'll turn the inefficient one on, but at least I'll get some heat in here in the air. And there is the final coat, guys. I think we're just gonna wrap this up. There you go. Looks pretty good, right? All the gray is gone. It's gone. And the hardest part was right in here in the cup holder, but no big deal. The cup holder's going in there, so. But yeah, I think I got everything here. Now that. It's just looking fabulous, guys. And let's do some before and after things here. Pretty good, I'd say, especially from where it began and you saw that picture. This is probably going to be the most proudest part of this car. It's that console. I mean, look at it. That thing was black, guys. It was black. It was painted with paint black. It had runs, so that means it was overlapped of paint that was hard to get off. And it looks like that. So the other stuff that I got, you know, the rear quarter panel, inner quarter panels, and that stuff got stripped off easy, pretty much. So, but yeah, one thing I did forget, maybe I mentioned it before. Forgot about that one too. It's sitting here. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with that. I'll just replace that pad, but that's black on the inside anyway. But yeah, they painted this. I'm probably gonna have to strip that too and dye that as well. But for now, that's where we're gonna end this one here. But yeah, man, that thing's red. That stuff's red now. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Later.